Yeah.
We're back with another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast here. You got your boy Lawrence, Kenny, Phil, and Neil. And then we got a special guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Shout yourself out. Shameless plugs all day. Let the people know who you are, man.
Well, for one, thanks for having me on, guys. I love your show. I appreciate the opportunity to come on with y'all. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Sean Kula, and I cover Red, White, and Bills, Buffalo Bills content, Bills Mafia. Anybody's welcome. If you love football, I'm all here for it. So come check me out. If you like my content, drop a sub. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, man. How y'all feeling, man? I usually start off the show, even though Neil doesn't like this. He doesn't really give a fuck about this part of the show. I think it's important to ask people how they feeling, how their week is going. How's your week going? We'll start with you.
Oh, I'm feeling good. I mean, after last week, we lost to the Jags 9-6. So Bills fans, we were looking for a big dominant game, and we put up 45 points to the New York Jets, division rival. Division games are typically more difficult than non-division games, so you always got to take that into account. And then they beat the Bengals and the Titans. So after that Jags loss, we're like, if we don't make adjustments and we don't change something from last week, then we could take an L this week too. But coaches made adjustments, players played, offensive line came to play, and put up 45. It was a good win.
All right. What about you, Nell? How you feeling this week, man?
Don't talk to me.
How you feeling?
I don't want to be spoken to.
Nah, Neil, it's okay because I don't even think the NFL was played last week. Because I didn't see my team play. At least.
I thought XFL.
As far as I'm concerned,
it didn't happen, right?
As far as I'm concerned, Rams got Von Miller, Rams got Odell Beckham Jr., Rams got Aaron Donald, Rams got Leonard Floyd, Rams got Jalen Ramsey, Rams got Matthew Stafford, Rams got Sean McVay head coach. As far as I'm concerned, Rams going to the Super Bowl.
I really just don't remember week 10 of the NFL happening.
No.
It is what it is.
Nah.
People are telling me that it happened, but I don't. I have no recollection.
No, as far as I'm concerned, we out here.
How about you, Kenny? How about you?
I mean, like I said, I'm great because I don't remember any NFL games being played on Sunday. The only game that I remember happening was Syracuse basketball. They won, so that's
they won. Who did they play?
They played Drexel. It's later in the year. You don't play anyone good yet. Until next week when we play Villanova.
What about you, Phil? How you feeling, man?
Well, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I had some very specific and special cable, so I had some NFL games on this weekend. Obviously, pretty good week for me. The Patriots won. I won my very important fantasy football matchups, and first place in the pickems. So everything's looking good right now. So nice. Pretty good week for me.
Yeah, I had to throw that in there.
Let me just intervene real quick, Lawrence.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nobody gives a fuck about pick'ems. Nobody gives a fuck about fantasy football. Nobody gives a fuck about the Patriots. Nobody gives a fuck about your cable. All right? And Eli Cruz ain't no Giants turning shit around. Y'all are a laughing stock. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. Before this turns into crazy shit, listen, everybody that's tuning in right now, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video on YouTube, Facebook, or actually live on Twitter too, on the IBTE Sports page for the first time. We're going to see how that goes and everything like that, so make sure you go follow that. And Eli, bro, Giants ain't shit, bro.
I just want to turn around to what? Because, if you think, turn around to make the playoffs, then I want to know what your doctor prescribed you this.
Bro, it's an absolute jungle in the NFC right now. Right. So
I have a quick rebuttal for Neil before we start things off.
Go ahead. Fight back.
I mean, obviously, Neil doesn't care about pick'ems. He's 20+ games behind. Obviously, he doesn't give a fuck about pick'ems.
I don't give a fuck about pick'ems.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I got to say.
It's a bounce back week for you, Neil, on pick'ems.
Fuck pick'ems.
And then for me, man, it's been an alright week. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Friday Junior. And definitely Saints are starving for a W. And they can't go 0-3 in the last 3 weeks. Hopefully they win this weekend. So, oh man. So let's get right into the hot topic, man. It's the LA Rams, man.
Before Neil goes,
go ahead.
Let me go first, and I'm gonna come to Neil's defense here.
Okay.
because I see a lot of people like jumping off ship with the Rams, and I think it's premature because one, Kyle Shanahan has been Sean McVay's kryptonite like for his whole career. Even when Kyle Shanahan was in Atlanta, played Sean McVay, but Kyle Shanahan's system played Sean McVay's in the next year, and they beat him. So like it's just always been a thing. Like Kyle Shanahan, it's Sean McVay's kryptonite. And take into account that Robert Woods was ruled out Friday before practice, like before the game started. So they had like 1 day of practice without Robert Woods, and OBJ had 1 day of practice before the game. So like anyone jumping off ship after that game, I think you're a little overreacting. I still believe in the Rams. I still think they come to the NFC.
I agree with that.
It was an awful game though. Like don't get me wrong, it was terrible.
Right.
But
It's
I don't
so
think
fun
we're
to
going to judge
see
the
them
whole
lose,
season
too.
off that.
Hey. So no, we'll let you take the floor, man.
I knew it was going to go off, so I had to get that.
Yeah, like, I just want because a fair opportunity, you know, like I'm doing something he would never do
Fight back.
because he would have interrupted me like 17 times already. But go ahead, bro. The floor is yours. How you feeling about your Rams right now?
I'm just, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a whole lot of nut dragging, a whole lot of nut hanging. I'm seeing a whole lot of dick sucking going on.
Guidelines.
I'm seeing a whole lot of nut gargling going on. All right? Y'all are just mad that my team is doing something that y'all would never, ever, ever do. Never. Let's put it this way. Y'all receiver cores, I mean, just to throw out there, I can't even name half the receiver cores in the league right now. That's how trash you guys the fucking receiver cores are. I mean, look
Hold
at
on now.
Deflection.
He said
deflecting.
You want to talk about defenses? Name me a fucking defense that has one superstar, let alone 3 superstars.
Hold on now.
Hold on.
What? Hold on, what?
Tre'Davious White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer.
No. Jermaine Edmonds, Matt Milano. You are not. Those are not superstars.
But they're not in the same
number one
class
defense in the league.
Those are not superstars.
He said number one defense. in the
Yeah,
league.
you know who else would be the number one defense in the league if they played in that division? Proctor Varsity Football. They would also be the number one defense in the league if they played in the fucking Bills division.
You're reaching now.
Yo, what, bro?
Go ahead, finish up.
If let me just put it this way: if the Rams played in the Bills division, whew, let me tell you, boy, we wouldn't lose a game in 10 years.
So let me.
You know who's in your division?
Oh man,
The 49ers.
Exactly. If we were not in that division with the 49ers, we would never lose a game.
So what was your takeaway from the game, bro?
We got fucked up. I knew for a fact we were going to lose. I knew it. I knew we were going to lose. Deep down inside, I can't say.
But why, though?
Because Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay.
He's his kryptonite, bro. Look
Sean McVay goes into the game. He looks across the sideline. He sees somebody that's just as handsome as him, just as good at offensive play calling as him, and somebody that's not scared.
Wait,
honestly, the argument can be made that he's a better offensive mind because he's done it with less.
No.
Like he's made Jimmy G look like a stud. He made Nick Mullen look like he knew how to play quarterback.
Nate Mullins.
That boy Debo is nice, man.
It is Nick. Yeah.
That boy Debo. What's good, Dylan? What's good, Eli?
Listen, it's the same thing every year. 49ers come around, Rams look at the schedule and go, damn, we might be in for a little bit of a whooping here. But honestly, I go back in my mind and I think about the Titans game, and I think that, you know, it's very, very hard to win in this league when you just go out and the first thing you do is you spot the team 14 points, right? If you go into every single NFL game, no matter what team you have, and you sit down and the first thing you say is, okay, you guys are going to go up 14-0 on us right away. What do you think? What's going to happen? How many teams are going to come back and win that game? Probably not a lot, unless you're the Patriots and Falcons in the Super Bowl.
How many drop passes were in the game?
5 drop passes. Most drop passes for a Rams team since 2012.
Listen, it looked like Tyler Higbee was out there shaving points, bro. Like he knew that I was playing. He knew that Neil had him in fantasy, and I was playing against him, and I needed him to not score 14 points. So anytime that he had a free 10 yards in front of him, he's like, "Let me just drop this for Kevin."
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see. I also another thing I want to touch on, which we all should agree on this: the OBJ slander needs to stop. Right? That shit needs to stop. That shit is old. He was not a problem in New York. The problem in New York has always been the same thing in New York: leadership. They have no owners. They have no GMs. And they haven't had a quarterback since Eli Manning's sophomore year.
And I don't know where the thing of him being a problem in New York ever came from, because literally it wasn't an issue until like that offseason they traded him. It was just like he went to them and was like, yo, like if you can find a way to get me out of here, get me out of here. It wasn't like it was this prolonged thing for like a year where he said, I'm going to sit out. Like, in my opinion, the shit happened so fast, I don't even remember it. So
hey, bro, Lawrence said
like,
this. Lawrence said it like 5 minutes into the fucking game. Lawrence said he's like, oh boy, they already on OBJ on the sideline, right? Like, I've never seen a player get sideline footage like OBJ gets sideline footage ever.
Yeah.
But I will say, if any superstar that got traded, it would have been the same way though, because that or not traded, but that's a big move. So I'm not going to blame them on that.
I think it's the ammunition, like
the boat picture.
Sometimes like it is what it is. Like you got the boat pitcher, you got the marrying the field goal post, hitting the field goal post, and then it's smacking them in the face, and then you just got all the blow up. So it's easy ammunition for the people. And
That's
fact.
I will.
Eat it up.
He's done himself no favor since that bolt pitcher either, though. Like literally since the bolt pitcher, he has not been the same wide receiver. So it just makes it easy for the media to attack you because you've done nothing to shut them up.
Right.
Yeah, listen, I mean, and
what do y'all, when they're 7-2, like
7-3.
7-3.
When it comes down to it, like the one thing I'm noticing right now for the Rams is they have absolutely no identity. Like there is not, like you go into a Rams game, like
in what sense? What are you talking
about?
If
you go into a Rams game like last year, for example. You go into a Rams game last year, you knew what was going to happen. We were going to run the ball. We were going to play action pass. We were going to bootleg. We were going to jet sweep. We were going to do all this stuff, right? And then on defense, you had hard-hitting, fast players. You were going to get physical with them. Right now, you're getting beat up on defense. You can run the ball down our throats. On offense, we're basically a college offense. We drop back and throw the ball 32, 45 times a game. And we have
But that's your identity. That's why they traded for Matt Stafford. That's what Sean McVay wants.
It's the wrong identity to have. But it's not. It's not though, because the first 2 games of the year we didn't do that shit. We ran the ball and we play action pass and we bootlegged, and that's where Matt Stafford fucking shined. He fucking could throw dimes down the fucking field, and it looked really good. And now all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're just gonna let Matt Stafford drop back with terrible center combination, by the way. Probably one of the worst center guard centers in the league. And he's just getting fucked up right now. The past 4 games, we're not even getting blitzed. They're just pressuring him through the middle. He's getting destroyed.
Yeah. Also, I think Robert Woods was also a very huge loss for the Rams. Absolutely. He meant so much to the offense.
It's unquestionable how much of a loss that is. It's absolutely unquestionable.
They lost him on Friday. So they had 1 day of practice, if that, because I don't even know if they practiced on Saturday. I'm assuming they did because they played Monday. But
they were traveling.
Yeah, that's right. So they had 0 days of practice. So OBJ hit the practice field for 2 hours all week, and Robert Woods didn't. So I can't
OBJ got 16 snaps in with Matt Stafford before the game.
That's what I'm saying. And I see Dante says in the chat he's a playmaker, so you put him out there and you just have him reiterate the plays. But that's not the Rams don't want to huddle. They want to go fast. So you can't have OBJ out there and have huddle because it breaks the offense up, because now you have to huddle and Matt Stafford has to tell OBJ what to do. They don't want to do that. That's why they couldn't put him out there more.
It's also people will say this, Neil, lame excuse. But people don't realize that this is an actual thing. Distractions can cause games to be lost, especially in the NFL, where it's very, very fucking hard to win a game. It's very hard to win any game, especially in the NFL. It's hard to practice in the NFL. It's even harder to win the NFL when you have constant distractions in your locker room for 2 weeks straight. The game against the Titans, we got Von Miller. Oh, my God, the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. Oh, my God, Von Miller, Rams are going to the Super Bowl right away, man. You might as well give them the Lombardi trophy. They have Von Miller. They're going to the Super Bowl. They get fucked up. All week, they're laughing, singing, dancing, playing darts in the locker room. They get fucked up. The following week, oh, my God, OBJ. Can you guys believe it? Can you believe the Los Angeles Rams, who have Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford, they just got OBJ? Can you guys believe that? OBJ, who had 150, 200 receiving yards going into his trade? Wow. Now, if they didn't have the Lombardi before, guess what, guys? They have the Lombardi now. They have Robert Woods just tore his ACL running a jet sweep. Oh, no. Now what are we going to do? I guess OBJ is going to have to be wide receiver 3 with 2 hours of preparation. You go into the San Francisco 49ers game, who you already can't beat in 2 years, and you get absolutely demolished. The distractions are killing them. This bye week couldn't have come at a better time. Week off.
Very true.
Get together. Stop fucking playing around.
Like
and go out and win games.
For as biased as we all know Neil is, that is the most true thing he's ever said, though. Like that is real. Like, people can sit here and say, oh, he's making excuses, but it's 100% true. Yeah. There's not one thing he said there that's a lie. Like, because if that happened to any – the perfect example are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year. Literally, I've seen the comparison, too. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year, at this point, everyone, oh, they got Tom Brady, they got these guys, they stink. Well, the Bucs had a late bye week and then didn't lose another game for the rest of the year. I'm not 7-5. Right. I'm not saying that's going to happen with the Rams, but they have a bye week now. Like Neil said, it's the perfect time. You get OBJ 2 weeks of preparation now to come in. Von Miller, 2 weeks of preparation to rest to heal up that ankle. Who's to say that they don't come back now and they don't lose a game? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but for people ruling it out, you're kind of crazy to not think it's
that's wild.
So you look at there. If you look at the top, I was just going to get into that comparison. So thank you for bringing that up. If you look at the comparison of Tom Brady to Matthew Stafford, last year to this year, and the teams, the Buckets. I think the Bucs are 7-5. The Rams are 7-3.
Yeah, I saw that graphic too.
Stafford is better in every single statistic, but it's very close. It's very close, and we all know what happened last year with the Bucs. Kenny said it, and that was what Tom Brady's first year with the Bucs. After a whole beginning of everybody's.
I was driving the bus telling everyone, see, I told you the Bucs aren't going to be that good.
So was I.
Be that great. So I had to eat crow. So now I'm going to sit here and tell you, don't be me. Do not be Kenny Lacy of 2020.
And also, another good
Super Bowl pick was amazing.
Another great comparison is Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. It took them 2-3 years to get the offensive show off the ground.
No, it took them their first year. He sacked the first year. Then he started his second year and broke NFL records.
They were out the gate.
It wasn't as good as they were.
Yes,
though.
it was. Literally, week one of his first year as NFL starter, he had like 3 or 4 touchdowns. Because I had him as my fantasy.
They were going bananas, bro.
He didn't play the whole first year though. He was in it's not an equal comparison.
So going into, but back to my point with Brady and Stafford, right? Going into the bye, very similar stats, team stats, all this shit going in. They come out of the bye, the Bucs don't lose a game. They go to the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen.
What did KG say?
I'm not saying that shit was gonna happen, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I all I know is that I bought some Los Angeles Rams stock real low. I bought it at this past week. And then that shit shoots up, everybody going to be coming to your boy like, hey, man, let me get a little bit of that stock. You know what I'm saying?
No one bought it lower than me. As soon as you traded for Matt Stafford deal, who was the first phone call you made, and what's the first thing I told you?
I said, Kenny, can you believe can you believe what we just did?
You know what
we just traded Matt. We just traded Jared Goff, 2 first-rounders for Matt Stafford at 30.
And I said, yeah, and you're the NFC favorite, and you're going to the Super Bowl next year. I said it right then and there. No one bought stock lower than Kenny Lacy.
So I think just to wrap up the mini rant. Obviously, I'm upset with the team right now. You can't go into a bye week losing 2 in a row, especially getting destroyed in the way that they did get destroyed. But coming out of the bye week, they need to figure out an offensive identity because what they're doing right now is not working. They need to go back to 2018 offense. They need to bootleg Stafford. They need to run the ball more. They need to play action more. They need to do these short intermediate routes, right? Get back to that. And on defense, Raheem Morris needs to get his head out of his fucking ass because he's not coaching the Atlanta Falcons anymore. All right, this is the Los Angeles fucking Rams. We have a $5 billion stadium. All right, we have the Dodgers and the Lakers and the fucking Shohei Ohtani Angels. Everybody's in this state. We need to show out and not let up 31 points to a team with a quarterback. They literally handicap him. He threw the ball 9 times, and we lost. They put up 31 points, 14, of course, were given to them. But also, one last thing. I would like to say that nobody sucks more than Phil does. Phil sucks on me in the Rams more than any person in the whole entire world. This man and all the group chats, straight up nut sucking. So if y'all want proof of the nut sucking, come through and let your boy know. Because this man, let me tell you, nobody sucks nuts more than Phil. and it's kind of crazy.
What's good? That's a Niners fan right there in the chat. He said,
There you go, Neil.
What up, Debo? Fuck you.
That boy
Can I do a quick?
cold, bro.
Can I have a quick rebuttal to that? Or
No quick rebuttal. All right.
All in all, me and Kenny been watching from the sidelines. Phil's just been taking up tallies since day one, and he's just cashing in and just overdoing it.
No, but right, it's over because there's some things that, like Neil was upset and posted a comment about 49er fans, like we all would do them to lose, and then Phil wants to go in on Neil, and we all know how Neil gets after losses. But we all get so like then when Neil gets upset, then Phil wants to go
your team can't beat my team.
Like it's just it's ridiculous. And I'm just sitting here trying to work and write some stories for the beautiful people of Utica, New York. I'm
Derek, that's true, but it's still fuck you.
This is honest.
It's still fuck you. That's fuck all 49ers fans.
I'll just
Because
say
at the end of the fucking day, 49ers fans, y'all still ain't going to be over 500. Y'all still have no quarterback.
And you lost the team with no quarterback.
Suck me. Look the sucking is going on right now. It's live sucking. You are watching IBTE Sports Live. People are literally sucking on the Rams right now as we speak. IBTE Sports Live. People sucking.
Wait. Hold on.
No. We about to transition. We about to transition.
Sean, aren't you glad you joined this week, Sean?
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be here.
The 49ers are absolute fucking ass. All right? Congratulations, you beat the Rams. You could probably beat us in week 17 too when you play us. But at the end of the day, your team will probably have one other win by the time we play you then. You fucking bums.
All right. We're getting off that topic yet. Yo, all right, Sean.
What's up?
How you feeling about the Bills right now? Just in general. How you feeling about
Great
it?
transition, Laura.
Well, we got
Great transition.
We got a huge glaring issue. I don't know how much y'all watch the Bills, but
we know what the glaring issue is.
Can we get?
You have absolutely no run game.
They don't even attempt
he's going to talk about their offensive line.
It's where every game is won in the trenches.
Oh, line.
Like, we got our left tackle, who's over the years has been pretty good, but
Leon Dawkins.
Yeah, right before the season started, he was hospitalized with COVID. And he mentioned how there was times where he was in that hospital bed, and he's like, I had a question if I'm going to make it through this. And then week one happens. And with all of our losses, there's one thing in common. The offensive line gets absolutely obliterated by the defensive line. Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Tennessee. Like, it's a huge issue. You got two guards that are playing at backup level. Your left tackle struggling. You're shuffling almost every game. And then you could say the run game, but you give your running backs 5 carries a game. You give Derrick Henry 5 carries a game. Is he going to get 100 yards? Is he going to get 80 yards? He might break that one run, but you can't get these guys momentum going 5 carries. Singletary had 7 carries for 43 yards last game. Like, that's still not that many carries. 6 yards a pop. And then you got Brady in there, 3 carries, 28 yards. You can't have Josh Allen be your leading rusher every week.
And win.
Yeah, we know. We've been saying this for 2 years now.
I'm so glad that you're here. You're the only reasonable Bills fan we've ever talked to, because we all say the same thing, and they tell us that we're nuts. But that's you can't have Josh Allen be your leading running back.
Absolutely.
One game.
Dude, I get so frustrated because people try to say, "Oh, the O-line ain't that bad. It ain't that bad." I'm like, do you watch the game? Like, Josh Allen's pressured the second most out of any quarterback in the NFL. If it wasn't for his athleticism to evade the pressure, he would have been sacked 40 times already. Like, he makes the offensive line, their best is average this year. I mean, I've seen them all play great individually, but they can't click this year. And we put a rookie that we didn't think was going to be starting this year at right tackle. He's good in the run game, but he's got a lot of work to do in the pass game, and he's a rookie, so rookies play like rookies at times.
So here's what I want to say about the Bills, and you can agree or disagree with this.
What's good?
The way that the team is set up, it's obviously set up for Josh Allen to succeed, right?
Absolutely.
Very strong receivers on the outside. Really, we really don't know what type of running backs they have because, like you said, five carries between the two of them. Who the fuck knows what they can do at that point?
Yeah,
but what is very key for this team to succeed, which you haven't succeeded yet because of this issue, is Josh Allen cannot make mistakes. And Josh Allen makes mistakes when he gets under pressure. And going back to your main issue with the team is the offensive line is not protecting him. When he becomes under pressure, which is the same with every quarterback in the league, he makes absolutely crazy mistakes. Like, wow, how the fuck did he do that? Look at the Kansas City game last year, at the playoff game. Half the time, what the fuck was he doing? Everybody's like, oh my God, what does Josh Allen do? Well, he was under pressure 95% of the time. They drop back, they're in his face right away. And that goes for any quarterback in the league, but Josh Allen specifically has this issue where he kind of is like Carson Wentz. When he gets under pressure, he just like throws the ball away or throws crazy, tries to make something happen and doesn't work out.
I think it's partially because he has such a huge arm. He's used to making plays. He was at Wyoming where he was so much better than everybody else where he can do that. And he's still young. Like, let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
His fourth year in the league. Like, you know, he's still a young.
Yeah, he's 25.
A young quarterback who played in a small conference in college.
Yeah, he had that was his only offer was Wyoming. He was so raw, and to be honest, picking him at 7 was a gamble. And the GM knew that. He said, my whole career could be based on this number 7 overall pick. They picked Josh Allen. His rookie year, he was on a team when your best receiver was Kelvin Benjamin when he was 225 pounds.
Overweight.
As Booger McFarland would say, he was one Popeye's biscuit away from being a tight end.
That's right. And then the mistakes that you mentioned, Neil, he does make them, but also some of his great plays are because he extends them. And then you see those, how do you make that throw? Like in the Colts playoff game last year, if it wasn't for how well he played and evading the pressure and making those off the cup throws, like we wouldn't have won that game. Like, he makes those mistakes, but he's a fierce competitor and he'll put the team on his back. And we beat the Dolphins 35-0, and there's a picture of him on the bench like this, like pissed off because he didn't play his best game and they won 35-0. And this dude wants to win more than anybody I've ever seen out there. And you live and die with it with him. You know, he's got that arm, he's got the strength, the power. You know, I mean, he's only got 6 picks, and that one last on Sunday against the Jets, it hit the ground, but we were winning 45-10. So they're just like, you know, whatever. But I get what you're saying, but he's definitely evolved as a quarterback. I consider him elite. I don't know if you guys do, but his growth progression from rookie year to now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
There's no doubt in my mind he's an elite quarterback.
Yeah, you can't say he's not. Anyone who says he's not.
He's a top 5 quarterback in this league, without a doubt.
You want to know something
His
funny though?
percentages kept going up and up every year.
Yeah, absolutely. That Jags game when we lost, you go on. You know, some of those Mafia people are just they overreact more than anybody. Even worse than
every fan base, bro. Every single fan base.
There were people saying we got to move on from Josh. Put Mitch Trubisky in, see what he got. I said, I said what?
He is a Nickelodeon MVP, so.
Yo, it's probably the
Josh does now too.
That
we
are
both got MVP.
That told me Matt Ryan's the reason why we can't win football games.
There's just to put your extreme fanism in perspective. After the Rams loss that we just had, they were literally on I was literally on Reddit and Twitter sphere and all this shit. They were literally saying they started a petition to fire Sean McVay. To fire a man who has one of the best winning percentages in the league since he's been in the league.
Undefeated after halftime with the lead.
They want him fired. So yes, fans are fucking ridiculous. And Dante in the chat actually said that, Sean. He said if Buffalo had Philly type fans, y'all be breaking more than tables. Nobody wants Philly type fans, bro. Nobody does. Y'all have the worst fans.
Right, at least our fans are bad.
That should be a tier list video.
They give them a little bit of time.
Kenny, he's boasting about having shitty fans. Oh, bro, you don't want to be a Philly. You want to have a Philly sports team over here, bro.
He's boasting about it. I think he's telling you it could be worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I want to say though, going back to the run game before we move on, I pose this to Bills content creators all the time. Nobody ever answers me, but. They always they rag on Devin Singletary. They're like, oh, this dude ain't fast. He can't do this. He can't hit the hole. But his rookie year, he missed 4 games with a hamstring. He had 775 yards that year, and he averaged 5.3 yards a carry, which led all running backs. Lamar Jackson had more yards per carry, but if you're looking at just running backs, that was him as a rookie. And then last year, the offensive line couldn't run block, and then now this year we're having the same issue. And then people just want to. Someone said he's going to be cut next year, and it's just like, where do you see that? This dude's got talent. He makes something out of nothing, and I know Lawrence would appreciate that. I watch you, play football and those punt returns, man. I'm like, this dude's about to get hit by 4 people, and then you got a touchdown. That's how Singletary is. There'll be 4 dudes in front of him. You think he'll be hit for a 3-yard loss? He'll get a 5-yard gain.
I absolutely 100% hope that they cut him because I would sign him.
Because God help me, I will start a GoFundMe for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yo, Jackson, what's up?
That's what some people don't get. They think, Singletary and Moss are trash. I'm like, they'll start a majority of teams out there.
Yeah, if you cut Devin Singletary, 16 teams would line up tomorrow to sign them.
Absolutely,
for sure. I think one of the things with running backs is like obviously the value is just torn down the pieces, and they think just any running back is replaceable, and that's just not always the case. And like you brought up a good point, like if a running back you give a running back 10 carries in a game, and he averages throughout the season 5 to 6 yards, that means you run the ball on first down. It is 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. Your playbook and your play calling gets way easier. I don't think people really realize that. Like, if
you think about it, you give them the ball again, it's another first down.
Another first down,
right?
You don't gotta do it.
But these are stats that people don't. They'll say a running back is trash. Like what's it, Dylan? No, I don't think it was Dylan. I was arguing with another Philly fan, and they were arguing about how Gainwell. All those other running backs are better than Sanders. I'm like, well, look at Sanders' stats, and then I go look at the one stat that Sean just brought up. Every time he touches the ball, what happens? Mm-hmm. He's way more explosive than all your running backs. When he touches the ball, things happen, and you want Boston Scott, you want Jordan Howard that has a trillion miles on his body to be the running back, and it's just not.
Well, Sanders should be back this week or next week too. So,
Sean, just. Thoughts on this, Sean? Do you guys
free Miles Sanders?
Do you guys think that your team can win a Super Bowl without a run game?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think we don't have a run game, but
the way that your offense is set up, you don't have a run game.
Well, here's the thing. Last week, something we didn't see all year. I'm just gonna throw this in there before I answer that. Last year, we used Isaiah McKenzie as a gadget guy, jet sweeps. We finally after 8 weeks. We brought jet sweep back and end around with Emmanuel Sanders. 25 yards for Emmanuel Sanders on 1 carry. McKenzie got 18 yards and a touchdown on 2 carries. You do that, you supplement just running up the middle with a bad offensive line. So
exactly,
I think this offensive line can keep progressing upward as we get healthier. And I will say I think personally we can make a run and win a Super Bowl. But what will hold us back is the offensive line, of course. And then I gotta dabble in a little bit of the play calling. Like I'm going back to that Jacksonville game. It always strikes me, and it still makes me mad. We had a minute and a half left with no timeouts in the first half. I'm like, okay, what do you think they're gonna do? What's the play call? You got no timeouts. You got a minute and 22 seconds left. And you're trying to get points. You want to try to hit the sidelines. The coach calls a QB sweep right up the middle. Josh Allen gets blasted. Like you got stuff like that like I love our offensive coordinator, but he does things like that periodically, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And then the Houston Texans game in 2019, Singletary had 100 yards in the first half. He didn't get the 1 touch in the second half.
It leaves you like completely puzzled.
Yeah,
like they must have fist fought or something in the locker room at that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bro, that shit happens. I mean, you look at like for Darrell Henderson's like 7 or 8 or 9 on the leading rushing list, and they give him the ball like 10 times a game. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, what do you see when you see that your running back running the ball and having good yards and getting good plays, and it takes pressure off your offensive line and it takes pressure off your quarterback and it lets your defense rest? Why don't you do it? Why don't you do it more?
Absolutely. Right. And I'm not saying I know more than the offensive coordinator.
No, we do. We do know more.
But it's like that Jacksonville game,
experience and all.
At all. The offensive, like last week we brought in heavy packages, we misdirections. So why weren't you doing that? Why didn't you see that? You sit in the box. How are you not seeing that looking down? Like, why can't we move the ball in the 30th ranked defense when you got the number 1 ranked offense at the time?
Like,
it's just, it puzzles me. And like you said, like what's going to hold us back is offensive play calling and the offensive line play. But I do have faith that they can keep improving as the year goes on, because they have 2 backups at guards right now, and our starting left guard isn't that good either. He lost like 35 pounds, and he gets blown up all the time. Like Cam Hayward ate his lunch week 1. Jeffrey Simmons against, the Titans, his lunch too. So it's like, we got a problem at interior offensive line for sure.
Hey, just put a random Madden playbook together, send it to the Bills, and hopefully they see it.
Yeah. And I think it's another thing too is like these offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, they stubborn. They come in there and they say, this is what I want to run, and it is what it is. And they try to force it. And
that's exactly what it is, bro.
They slip away. They like outwork hours and hours, and I feel like this is gonna work. I'm gonna keep doing this.
That's exactly what it is. Sean McVay is so fucking stubborn, bro. It is insane.
The Falcons lost Super Bowl because Kyle Shanahan said, "I got here by continuing to pass the ball. I don't care that we're up 28-3. We're going to continue to pass the ball."
Facts.
They're egos.
Yeah, which is crazy, Kenny, because what happened in the Rams game just the other night? He fucking ran the ball, and then he fucking ran the ball.
What's crazy, too, is also in the Super Bowl when they got there, it was like he just decided to play conservative, and that lost game was conservative. Like, I wanted to jump from the TV and just strangle that man and say, I've loved you, but I really just don't think you know how to coach situationally.
I don't know. I don't know how you could be. I gotta give my most respect to Falcons fans because I don't know how y'all are fans of football. And I wouldn't watch football again. I know I'm being dead ass. Like I would never watch football again.
Yeah, that 23 tough right there.
I wouldn't be able to.
But listen, that's just the tip of the iceberg, Lawrence. Like honestly, like people think like that bothers me, but that really doesn't. I've been through so much of the Falcons fan that's just like one thing, like in the middle of
that's what I'm saying. Like
stack of things. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like Mike Vick kills dogs and gets arrested like months before the season. Bobby Petrino quits mid-season. We blow a 4-touchdown lead to the Cowboys, then we blow a 3-touchdown lead the next week to the Bears. I mean, like, you name it, it's happened. We almost blew the freaking lead against the Seahawks to get to the NFC Championship against the 49ers, where we were up like 21-3 going into halftime, and we blew that lead too. Like, do you know how many blown? Like, it's just it doesn't matter to me. Like, the Falcons can be up 41-0 with 3 seconds left, and I promise
that'd be wild, Jackson.
Kenny, you know what though? Who blew a lead against y'all last week or 2 weeks ago?
Damn.
Look at that hat. Look at that fucking hat. Who blew a lead against y'all not too long ago?
Also a customized hoodie as well.
Oh, man.
I can't wait. When do y'all play again?
17.
Yeah, I was about to say towards the end.
Jackson said y'all think the Falcons somehow win 28-3 tomorrow night.
If the Falcons
possible.
Listen, if the Falcons win 28-3 tomorrow night, shut up. The joke is dead. The joke is dead.
That'd be hilarious.
Did anybody hear that?
Yes. Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah, we fucking heard it, Lawrence. All right.
If the Falcons win 28-3,
Sean, see what I tell you, man? Like,
yeah. Hey, I'm a firm believer in that. These are the best players in the world at football. It don't matter if it's the Lions. The Lions should have beat the Ravens. The Lions should have beat the 49ers. Like, they don't want to get destroyed every week.
That's
and
true. Bro, listen. As I said earlier, football is fucking hard, man. I mean, you literally, to win a game in football in the NFL, you have to be perfect 90% of the day. It takes literally 2 plays off. Like, you look at the Rams-Titans game. Who the fuck? The Titans come in without Derrick Henry, and you're like, oh, man, Rams got this, right? The whole country picks the Rams. It's 14-0 before the game even starts. And that you take 2 plays off, man. 2 plays. That's all it takes, and you're done. You're done.
Bills Titans, we had 4th and 1, down by 3 at the 3. You're like, I love the play call. I love the play call 4th and 1, but then the left side of the line gets blown up, and Josh always goes to the left side on his sneaks. He had no shot, and then you're just like, oh, man, like 1 play, bro. That's it. And that was huge because Tennessee hasn't lost since they lost to the Jets, and we're sitting at 6-3. We lost to the Jags. We didn't see that coming. So, if you beat the Titans that week,
that's what, Sean? That's a great point.
That division lead looking a little slim there.
I would really like to talk about the Titans.
Yes,
do we think the Titans are the best team in the league?
Because
pretenders?
I owe Titans fans an apology because I have heavily said for the past 2 years that you take Derrick Henry off that team and they're a joke. That team is not good. But in my defense, I think everyone in America felt the same way, other than Titans fans. Like,
well, Kenny also. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, but I mean, they played well without him, so I got to give them their credit.
The defense been playing good too.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. It's not so much offensively because, like Neil said, they got outgained by hundreds of yards. Like what they have, Neil, 100 and something total yards that week.
Yeah.
Their defense, I think they're right behind us. It's top defense. They're keeping them in, like Neil said, that interception. They basically got 14 points right off the bat because Tennessee, even dating back to last year when we played them, we lost 42-16 last year to them, and they didn't have one. I think they had one drive behind the 50.
You can't beat a team. You cannot beat any team in the league when that happens.
Yep,
you look at Sean. You keep bringing, like Bills fans keep bringing up the Jaguars game. How many times did you give the Jaguars the ball? You could give.
Yeah.
You could give any fucking. I don't care. Like I said, you give fucking LSU the ball that many times against an NFL team. They're probably gonna come close to beating you. Football is fucking hard. You cannot give the opposing team any help. I don't care who it is.
The sad part is I 100% agree with you. But even with turning the ball over 3 times, we still had the ball on a game-winning drive.
Yeah, well, I know, but that's what happens though. Like you're playing the Jaguars though. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, a team stinks. But you know what I mean? You don't give them the ball 4 times, 3 times. It's a blowout. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you look at Jackson. If you're in the chat still, Jackson, the Steelers, just tied. They just tied with the fucking Lions, bro, because of what? Turnovers. Yes, Mason Rudolph turned the ball over.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, Deontay Johnson too. Like,
yeah.
He was
and who was it? That was it. Their tight end? Was it Freiermuth that fumbled?
Oh my goodness!
How you fumble the ball there?
I gotta ask Sean something because everyone else was in the group chat. Neil was very hard on the Steelers this week about that, but I had to just ask you because Neil didn't want to hear me. The Lions, we saw them play the Ravens close. They played. They played plenty of teams close. And then the Steelers were playing with Mason Rudolph after they also found out on Friday or Saturday that Big Ben wasn't going to be with them. Right. Obviously, they still probably should have won the game. But it is Mason Rudolph. Like, are we going to count the Steelers out for the rest of the season because they played the Lions like that?
Oh, no, you can't.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't say we'd count them out for the rest of the season. I'm just saying it was disgraceful.
I told Lawrence and Neil this, I think yesterday. Find me a team in the playoff picture for both conferences. Every single one of them either lost to a team they shouldn't have, or they got blown out. There's not one clear-cut dominant team in the NFL this year.
Lawrence, what did we say almost every single episode before the season started? This NFL season is going to be crazy.
That's a fact.
We said it every single episode, and nothing.
I was saying balance is back.
Yeah,
because you can go back every week, and before the week, you can pick a new team that you thought was the best team in the NFL, and by the end of that week, you felt like an idiot.
We were higher in the Chargers, and then the Chargers.
Yeah. Listen, I was high in the Chargers for so long, and I was sitting there, I feel like a genius. Now the Chargers look like
they lost to the Vikings.
Oh, you look at the Vikings. Wait a second. You want to talk? Look at what the Cowboys just did. The Cowboys got absolutely dismantled by the Broncos, bro. 30-0. Okay, besides 2 garbage time touchdowns or whatever it was. Right. And they come back against the Falcons, who just beat a division rival. It was a great game.
The Saints were considered a good team.
Saints, exactly. A good team, a division rival.
Just beat the Bucs.
And they made that fucking Falcons team look like a Pop Warner football team. They took them apart piece by piece. Every single facet of the game, they destroyed them in. It's a week-to-week.
It was even crazier because the Falcons are going to come back tomorrow and make Mac Jones look like...
You need to make a shirt or hoodie for that.
It's not just me, you feel me? That's all I'm saying.
You are a week-to-week fan. Week-to-week fan is different.
Let me ask y'all, who's better, the Cowboys or the Broncos?
The Cowboys.
Who's better, the Bills or the Jags?
The Jaguars.
The Bills.
It happens, and you can't count out the Saints, you can't count out the Falcons, you can't count out the boys, the Bills, all these teams.
Say it with me, guys. Football is hard.
Listen, we need Sean on the podcast every week because do you remember after week 1 when the Eagle fans came in here and attacked me about the Falcons because they beat them? We all kept saying, yes, you beat us. I can't concede that. You beat my team. You were better.
I want to keep screaming this from the highest mountain.
But no, I'm glad Sean said that. Just because you beat a team You were better than me on that day, but long term, my team might be better than you.
Yeah, 49ers fans. You beat me. You beat me on Monday night, 49ers fans. But when it comes to fucking December or February, where y'all bitch-ass, fucking pussy-ass boys going to be?
No, but like head to head, you got bragging right.
You want to say some different words. He had to hold back so much.
Hold on.
Like,
so
you literally had to hold back so much.
This is a great point because I was just talking.
Where you at?
Dylan.
Where you at?
Where you at?
Yeah, facts. Where you at? Dylan. Me
Shout out
and Dylan
Nick
go
Woodman.
back and forth. Me and Dylan go back and forth in the chat. He's an Eagles fan. He thinks Eagles are unbeatable in any given week. Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith. Oh my goodness. And
Quez Watkins.
And he goes to me. This is the argument. It's Saints Eagles week again. We gotta play. We gotta go to Philadelphia this weekend. And his argument is, well, last year we beat y'all. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But let's bring up the most important stat. Is when the Saints and Eagles, the last 3-4 times they played, we sent your ass packing.
But
we
honestly though, even that's irrelevant.
Dylan,
because listen, but both teams are nowhere near where they were last year, the year before that.
Exactly.
You have a different quarterback. Jalen Hurts was the quarterback last year, but they were not
changes.
Like so. When people bring up the prior season as to why this year they're going to beat your team, it shows you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, Dylan, but it shows they might not know what they're talking about.
Yeah, you're really not watching your team.
Especially, it's week 11 now. You cannot rely on last season to tell you why you're going to beat me this year.
Like, look at the Chiefs.
Right. Exactly. The Chiefs were world beaters. I mean,
fuck the Eagles
right now. But
Dylan, the way you win the game is if you guys can pass the ball because you're not running. I don't care what the media has been saying.
Don't pass.
It's not happening.
Well, perfect example. Why'd the Falcons beat you? Because our offensive coordinator said, you know what? We're not going to try to even run the ball today. Exactly. We're just going to sit back there and pass the ball all day long.
Bro, a question for you guys. Is there any team in this league that you guys just fucking cannot stand? Like, no matter what, that you hate them no matter what?
There's three for me.
No, it's just one. One team that you hate the most, that you cannot. It's just, your skin crawls whenever somebody talks.
We know Lawrence's answer already.
Yes.
Who is it?
Me?
Yeah.
It's that team from Bourbon Street Bucks.
Lawrence, what about you? Is it the Eagles or the Saints or the Falcons?
I ain't got too much beef with the Falcons. Like, it's cool when we play.
So it's the Eagles then.
It's a one-sided beef.
It's like
he went to school in Philly too. So like that's gonna definitely add to it.
Nah, it's not even that. It's like it's more the fans versus the team. Like, I like the personnel that they have, but they're like the fans are delusional.
So it adds to the fact that that's the reason why you hate the team so much.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's got to be the Eagles. I can't.
Yeah. What about you, Phil?
I'm going to have to go with Giants fans because, I mean, obviously there's a little bias because of the whole Super Bowl thing.
Yeah, because they took y'all asses out twice in the bowl.
Right. And also the whole conversation about Eli Manning being a first ballot Hall of Famer. I met a lot of Giants fans that believe that wholeheartedly. So,
Sean, what about you?
Well, it's
you can say
like,
Patriots. It's okay.
No, like Lawrence said, it's more the fan base, and it's the Chiefs for me, man. Like, I don't like what that organization does. The fans are delusional.
Yeah, I agree with that, Sean. I fucking hate the Chiefs too. But you know what? There's one team that takes the cake, okay? And I don't care what any of y'all say. This team takes precedent over all of your fucking teams that you hate. It is the Dallas fucking Cowboys.
But I feel like you can't even group them.
But yeah,
unless you're a Cowboy fan, we all hate the Cowboys.
I don't. Unless you're a Cowboy fan.
Oh, I got a perfect example. I hope he's watching this, but I don't. Roy Powell, who he went to high school with us. He kicked on your high school team, Lawrence. I've never had an in-person conversation with him, but we're Facebook friends because we went to high school together, whatever. Never talked to him. Never even talked to him on Facebook. The Cowboys go up like 36-3 in the Falcons, right? And he tags me in a post. I don't even know you, bro. And you wait until the score is 36-3 to start talking to me,
bro.
Like, that is the epitome of a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Worse. There's nothing worse than Dallas Cowboys fans.
He was a shadow watcher at a podcast. He said, "I've been waiting for my moment."
Like, I was just so puzzled. I was like, I could have taken it from any other.
Well, granted, me. I mean, I know for myself. I have been absolutely shitting on the Cowboys on this podcast every single week because you're frauds. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're fucking frauds.
But I still stand by that because guess what?
Yes.
It's not like you played a phenomenal team. I love my Falcons, but we're not Super Bowl contenders. We have no defense. Our number one wide receiver is not out there. Like, we're playing with Russell Gage and Tajay Sharp on the outside. Like, come on.
So here's what I'll say. I like the boys. I got a lot of close friends that are Cowboys fans.
No, Sean.
So I root for them. But
that's disgusting.
You got to – I feel like –
You do not root for the Cowboys, Sean.
No, I don't root for another team, but, like, when they win, I'm happy for my boys, you know?
Oh!
My friends, you know what I'm saying?
No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck about my friends.
Kenny, I would never.
Never. I have a fucking close friend that's a Seahawks fan. If the Seahawks lose, I call him immediately. He actually blocked my number. He blocked me.
We're not surprised by that.
When we smashed the Cowboys on Thanksgiving 2 years ago, I let them have it, trust me. But you know, they cheer for the Bills, so I returned the favor. But anyway,
you nicer than all of us.
How do you guys think Dax responded this year after that season?
I don't give a fuck. The Cowboys fucking blow. Fuck the Cowboys.
He's
killing. Definitely comeback player of the year.
Yeah, congratulations, Dak. You're killing it with one of the best offensive weapons in the whole entire fucking world. At a great offensive line. I mean, what do you want?
Not that great.
Well,
the offensive line is
it's offensive weapons, not line.
It's not 2004,
super reach
no more.
But I think it's with the Cowboys.
Wait, Travis Frederick's all retired.
Their defense is still not that good. Like people, Kenny, how can you say that when they just held you to 3 points? Because right now my offense is not that good. Like I still don't care what people say.
They let up 30 points to Teddy Bridgewater.
They're very turnover reliant, and that is not going to work come the postseason when you're playing nothing but good teams. Like when you play Aaron Rodgers with that defense, he's going to carve you up.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Brady, he already did carve you up.
This week coming up, I will give Cowboys fans a break if they beat the Chiefs. I will give the Cowboys a break. The Chiefs are riding high.
They don't.
The Chiefs are riding high. 2 wins in a row. They look like their offense came back a little bit, but everybody needs to go play the Vegas fucking Raiders to get right. You know what I mean?
I feel bad for them, man. They're going through it, man.
Yeah, they are, exactly. So
what I tell everybody 3 weeks ago about the Vegas Raiders, I go, no, this is finally their year. The Vegas Raiders trick everybody every year.
Well, I will say, losing Ruggs changes that whole offense.
Losing Ruggs destroyed that team.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I don't think that it makes that much of a difference.
No,
it makes a huge difference.
Right, but look at how much they lost to the Chiefs. Yeah. You think that he's going to make up that much of a difference?
It's not just that. It's the mental. Yeah. It's the mental as well. Same reason when I brought up the distraction with Von Miller, OBJ coming in for the Rams, losing Robert Woods. You not only lost your best wide receiver, but you lost him to an absolute tragedy. He killed a woman and her dog, and he's gone. He's just one day he's just there. He's gone.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't think that Henry Ruggs makes them from.
It's more of the reason why Henry Ruggs isn't there than it is actually losing Henry Ruggs. I mean, I think part of the offense. The element that he had, it changes everything because nobody there could do what he does. Renfro's not doing that. Waller's not doing that.
Yeah,
Edwards not doing that.
Yeah, Edwards is not doing that. He's
I'll give you that, but I just also think that this drop off for the Raiders was inevitable because we've seen it for the past 2 years.
Right. I was at that Giants.
I think it happened harder and faster than we've ever seen, but I think it was just a matter of time.
Bro, I was at that Giants game 2 weeks ago. And I'm sitting there watching this. They had Zay Jones trying to be the Ruggs of that offense.
Not going to work.
Tragedy.
Ex-Bell Zay Jones.
Tragedy.
They're going to make Deshaun Jackson do that eventually. Just he couldn't do it yet. But
I can't believe he fumbled that.
I can. He's scared to take a hit.
He is. He's old now.
Hey, that's my buddy in the chat. Seahawks Super Bowl next year, 100%.
You should not be friends with him anymore.
Thanks for dropping by. One of my old Army buddies. He's a good friend.
You think they're going to run the ball or on the one?
Nah, it's because he plays Madden. That's what he's talking about.
Seahawks Super Bowl next year, 100%.
The Seahawks better get a new coach.
Go bet that, man. Go bet that. Go bet that.
Yeah, go bet that right now.
He's funny. Tremendous. He's from Tennessee. I met him in the Army, and then when we lost to the Titans, he was in my chat. Tighten up. Oh man, he's funny.
So that's a good friend.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, reliable.
Oh man.
I think Mac Jones should be suspended. Honestly.
Yeah. I was about to say, Phil, how you feeling about?
I don't know how Mac Jones just gets away with rolling a guy's ankle like that
because he's a Patriot.
Not get in trouble.
We now have learned it wasn't Tom Brady. It was just the Patriots. They get away with whatever they want.
Just like America, man. You're a Patriot. You get away with everything. Patriot way.
Can't argue with that, to be honest. I mean,
deflate balls, steal fucking playbooks, turn the lights off on a team's hotel, turn all the fucking fire extinguishers on and shit in the team's hotel, cheat, doesn't matter. You're a Patriot.
I mean, like I said, obviously, last week, that's obviously not excusable on any team, especially New England, but like he's the future or like, the current leader of the group. You have to set an example, like I said last week. So something like that is inexcusable.
He should be suspended for at least 4 weeks. I think he should be suspended for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Jesus.
I think it's just as bad as what Myles Garrett did to Mason Rudolph.
I mean, like, realistically, the game is tomorrow, so, like, they still got time to tell him he can't play.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, they already set a punishment for him. It was a fine.
Yeah, well, I'm going to call Roger Goodell tomorrow. He's my pal. I got him on speed dial. I'm going to tell him there's a very important game being played.
So does Bill Belichick.
Y'all nuts.
They find people for going like this.
I mean, Robert Kraft has the same number, Kenny. I'll tell him to give it to you.
Well, I mean, I got an IOU with a lot of money on it for Goodell.
So I'll match it. Just to get that call through.
He said I'll match it.
Let's see.
I mean, but realistically, we'll talk about tomorrow's game when we get to our pickups. I'll wait.
Kenny, I sent you the screenshots of that group chat on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
You guys think our group chat's bad? Listen, I have a group chat on Instagram with kids that I know from Parkway Drugs and shit, and they
toxic.
Bro, they started a poll in the Instagram chat. Does Matthew Stafford stink? Yes or no? And the answer for yes was yes, he stinks just like Neil, or no.
One thing I find funny is some fans think that even though they're professionals, they can't have a bad game. Like they're entitled to a bad game, like it just happens.
It's crazy because like in your profession, like don't you ever have a bad day? Like
oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Bad day every day I wake up's a bad day.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up.
So Matt Stafford had a bad day, and he'll bounce back next week.
Even
and then
his wife had a bad day. She was throwing pretzels at 49ers fans.
On the flip side, though, for athletes sometimes though, because like they hate to be criticized stuff like media. Like, oh well, you guys don't go out here and do what I do. You're 150% right. But like if I write a bad article, it's a bad article, right?
Yeah.
Like if you had a bad game, like I know it's a bad game. Like so, I hate that argument that like, well, you're not an athlete, you can't talk about it. Like,
so here's another point that I want to bring up about the Rams are all in the news, right? I mean, you can't turn a football station, a talk show station on without hearing about the Rams right now. When I was growing up, bro, they didn't even cover the Rams when I was growing up, right? We were so bad. Like they would go from training camp to training camp on NFL Network, and they never went to the St. Louis Rams training camp. Never. I swear to God, bro.
What's in St. Louis?
But it's still it's
because
the
they stunk. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just it didn't. I mean, St. Louis is still a mecca.
They go to Buffalo now. What's in Buffalo?
Exactly.
It took us 20 years to win a division, so I was born in the drought, baby.
Exactly. That's one thing we can Bills fans and Rams fans have in common, right? We can both celebrate our shittiness, right? So, but anyways, you're looking at a team now who, like I said, as soon as they got Von Miller, are crowned Super Bowl champs, right? Then you got Odell. It just adds to it. Granted, this is all on a 2-game losing streak. So you've got a locker room now that's under so much immense pressure that you could almost probably cut it with a knife in there. And you've got a quarterback who has been to the playoffs, 3 times?
3.
So you now have a team that's expected to win the Super Bowl. All of this pressure mounting, all of this pressure all over the place. Pressure, with a quarterback who, besides maybe having comeback drives and shit, we don't know how he performs under pressure. How is this going to work out? Is this another Philadelphia Eagles dream team 8-8? Because so far, since this pressure has started up, we haven't won a game. It's 7-3 right now. We could very well go.
Listen,
that would be wild. 1-5.
I just want to go down memory lane quick because I'm so glad you brought that up.
Sean, what did I say to you, Sean, on Facebook?
Well, we bet a rack that when Neil said the Rams won't win more than 9 games, I said I'll put a rack on it. He said I can't bet against my team.
Hot take.
But hey, man, like
What were you gonna say, Kenny?
That dream team, because remember before that year, first they had Mike Vick as their starting quarterback after Mike Vick went, not the year before, and they bring in Vince Young to be the backup quarterback just because they had all those running backs. Like, it was insane. They had Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson, Brett Selleck. Their offensive line was stacked. They had Trent Cole, Brandon Graham. Granted, he was a young Brandon Graham, but they had Nnamdi Asomugha,
who at the time was like Darrelle Revis.
No. Nnamdi Asomugha was better than Darrelle Revis. Darrelle Revis aspired to be Nnamdi Asomugha. That's how good Nnamdi was. Like, that team on paper, honestly, on Madden, I couldn't have made that team at the time. That's how good that team was.
Yeah, I was about to say that was right before Revis, the whole island and all that shit came, I think.
And that team finished with 8. See, Dylan's gonna cry. And that team finished
8-8
with 8 victories. Like, that's but that's what this NFL is. It's nuts. Like, you could have the best team on paper. Like, that's cute. Like, this year, I mean, the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Tyrann Mathieu, Chris Jones. Like, okay, go out there and win games for me now, pal.
Sourcing.
That's hard, man.
Sourcing, he subtracts for you.
Sometimes you got to take L's to get back on track, because you got to know that you're not unbeatable. So then they're gonna go back to the film. They're gonna be like, we took 2 losses, embarrassing losses. This is who we are. The coach is gonna make adjustments. Sean McVay's a great coach. You're gonna see a different team off the bye. You know, like
all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop watching Rams games at halftime from now on. I went to bed early on Monday night. I woke up refreshed. I went knocked out. My phone's on.
If you guys play at 4:00, you can stay up for the whole game and be refreshed.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I'm saying I'll stop watching at halftime if we have a lead, because I already know we're gonna win it. If we go in with a lead, it's over. I can just go to bed. I just stop watching. But
I remember that Chiefs-Bills game. It got delayed from lightning.
I went to bed.
I was like, I couldn't have the day off because I had to go into work for an inspection for whatever we were doing. And I was like, of course, it's already late. It's getting delayed an hour and 30 minutes for the lightning.
Damn peanut butter sandwiches.
I didn't go to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't actually sleep though till about 3:30, and I had to wake up at 4:30. Because I was so happy. I was like, we beat them by 18 points at Arrowhead. Josh Allen dissected that defense. We finally beat them. Everyone was saying, "Oh, the Bills can't beat the Chiefs."
Cheating. It was cheating.
Oh God.
If I would have gone to sleep at halftime of the Super Bowl, I would have a ring.
I went to sleep at halftime during that Super Bowl. I literally went to sleep and my phone started going off. They're like, "Yo, Neil, are you watching this?" I'm like, "What?"
I wish I still had the receipts from text messages during that game, because all my friends were like, after the Robert Alford pick 6, like, "Congrats, Kenny." And I was like, listen, like, it's not gonna happen.
I don't know, man.
If any team could come back, it would be Brady and Belichick. But like, it ain't gonna happen. Like, I wish I had the receipts saying that.
I wish I had the receipts from me and Lawrence before the game. You remember those receipts, Lawrence?
Where's that Brady jersey, bro?
He used it for one. He used it for 1 weekend and threw it away.
I can't believe I bet on the visit rival to win the ball and let me down.
Listen, I was in college. I was so devastated. Like, I
was ready to get.
I would have dropped out.
I was at a Super Bowl party that they threw for me because they're like, "Wow, the Falcons are never getting to another Super Bowl, so like we need to do this for Kenny." And like they threw me a Super Bowl party, and like I left the party to go upstairs and cry and call my mom. No shame.
Bro, when the Rams lost the Super Bowl against the Patriots, I went upstairs into the shower. I turned the shower on, and I was in the shower for 4 hours.
I think I cried that one too, Neil. To be honest with you.
I sat upstairs. Everyone's downstairs in my friend's living room having a good time, and I'm upstairs just sitting there crying, talking to my mom, drinking my Not Your Father's cream soda.
Kenny, after that Super Bowl loss, how long did it take you to turn on a sports show?
I swear I'm not even making this up. It took me 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks? That's way too short. I didn't turn on that whole summer or that whole winter.
It happened on accident because I took a Super Bowl class. So I went into class and we had to watch like Super Bowl coverage. And I was
We
like,
went. I think I went to Applebee's like a weekend after or whatever, and like we, of course, they're like, "You want to sit in the bar?" I was like, "Fuck no, I do not want to sit in the bar."
No.
All right.
Neil, I took a Super Bowl class. I skipped class for 2 weeks because I wasn't gonna. They were gonna talk about the Super Bowl. I couldn't be there.
Y'all going down memory lane and shit.
That was a great memory.
Reminiscing of pain, of sports fandom pain.
Fuck the Patriots.
I'm just glad Lawrence finally held his bet after 5.5 years.
Hey man, listen.
Took a while.
Yo, man, I just want y'all to listen. Look at the fucking picture in the background right here. All right, not this picture. The picture on the background of the channel here. Like, that's a beautiful, beautiful stadium. That's where the Patriots and Falcons play at tomorrow night. That's where the Patriots are going to go in and get a nice little booty whooping. And we can all look at Phil and tell him to shut the fuck up.
You do that every week regardless.
Take those fucking glasses off and shut the fuck up.
All right, anyway.
We got pickems, right?
Yeah, let's get to the pickems, bro. Jesus.
All right, because I know he's going to ask me to tell what's the standings. Phil took the lead by 1 game, so good for him. I'm very happy for him. He has 100 wins. I have 99. Lawrence has 90. Neil has 81. So I'm very proud of you.
I have 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week because you're here, obviously, so we're not going to make you sit here.
Yeah, well, obviously, time to grow the lead.
Who hosts Thursday night prime time? The New England. I got to be nice to the channel. New England Patriots versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'm riding with my boys. We had an awful week. Cordell Patterson will probably not be playing. Calvin Ridley is definitely not playing. But none of that matters because you're coming to Atlanta. Mac Jones is going to get eaten alive. Dante Fowler is back. He did nothing last week, but that's okay. A.J. Terrell is a lockdown corner in this NFL, and you have no wide receivers. I am not concerned. We just got killed last week. When your team gets killed, the next week is usually their best week. So let's go. I'm picking Atlanta, baby.
Okay. I mean, going off what you said, I mean, yes, I do like A.J. Terrell as a player, so probably the best option is not throw his way. I mean, he's not known for like interceptions this year. Unlike
he's also not known for allowing more than 30 yards a game.
Yep.
So we're gonna throw.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah, he's not like Trayvon Diggs getting all those interceptions, but allowing a lot of yardage. So he's a good corner. So we had to be wary of him. Like I said, the offense doesn't scare me at all. It shouldn't scare anyone at all at this time of the year. No, Cordell Patterson is hurt or out. The status hasn't been certain yet. Calvin Ridley's out. Basically, our main game plan have Zacchaeus, however you say his name, Gage, Sharp, Davis, whoever else do you have on offense? Because Kyle Pitts is going to be triple team, double team,
not Mike,
whatever you have to do.
Not Mike Davis. Yeah. He's non-existent.
Listen, but you go ahead and triple team MLU. Ask Lawrence because Lawrence played against his offense. You could take Kyle Pitts out this offense, bro. Zacchaeus and Russell Gage ain't no joke, bro. But they're not stars, but it ain't like you got stars on the other side.
You gotta have people to guard up.
Absolutely. I mean, I trust the Patriots defense. I believe they're a top 10, top 7 defense in the league. So if anyone can get the job done, it's them. Basically, the whole game plan, time of possession, no turnovers because the Patriots' first half of the season was very turnover heavy. Just basically make sure there's no dumb mistakes from Mac Jones like earlier in the season because the Falcons do have a decent pass rush. So if he gets pressured, he could throw interception here and there.
No, we don't.
It's decent.
Myles Garrett alone has more sacks than the Falcons' whole defense does.
And Myles Garrett was shut down last week.
That's my point.
Yeah, I think they're decent.
Yeah, there you go.
So I think they're decent.
So you got, I'm assuming you got your boys.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
All that shit. I got them. You got the Patriots.
I got them by 14 plus.
All right, go
Wait,
ahead.
he's sitting there talking like it's gonna be a tight game of 14 plus.
Go ahead, Sean.
That was the whole real talk to say 14 plus.
Well, for me, this is tough because I can't pick the Pats, but I will say I will give the Pats the flowers. They got really good defense. Obviously, they got Bill Belichick. Mac Jones is protecting the football. He's playing great as a rookie. But like Kenny said, I'll preface off that once you get blown out bad, they don't want that taste in their mouth no more. And I got Kyle Pitts in fantasy also, and like he said,
I do too.
Russell Gage ain't a slouch. Zacchaeus is great. Matty Ice too, a very smart veteran who could sling the ball on the field still at his age. I don't think it'll be 14 plus. I think it'll be a close game. Though. I don't know what the spread is, but I think it's a 1-score game.
Who's favorite?
I got the Falcons.
Who do you think's favored, Lawrence?
Falcons by a score.
Falcons are favorite?
My man.
No, why would the Falcons be favored against?
I respect it. I mean,
I'm just asking you a question.
I
don't have it in front of me.
I would take the Falcons +7 this week.
I would take if I was betting this game, I'd take the Falcons +7. You're giving a rookie quarterback 7 points on the road.
Yeah.
I don't know about
on a short week.
This
is first time playing on a short week.
Yeah, and his team's already complaining about playing on a short week. The Patriots are already complaining about it. Oh, I just got done playing. Now I gotta go play on a Thursday night. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
It is brutal.
After saying all that, right, I'm taking the Falcons.
I get Devin McCourty can't joke about it, I guess.
I don't understand this whole fucking all of a sudden the Patriots defense is elite. Besides the Chargers,
I didn't say that.
I didn't. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. Besides the Chargers, who's the team that they've played? Who's the team that they've played?
Wait, who said elite?
Apparently, all of a sudden, the Patriots defense is elite again.
Yeah, no, NFL TV this week is
Apparently, all of a sudden, because
I ain't see that. You got
because Baker.
I said
because
top 10,
they
top 7.
because they held Baker Mayfield and Case Keenum to 7 points. Okay, you got Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I'll go with elite then. Yeah, if they're top 10, if top 10 is elite, then yeah.
Of course, top 10 is elite.
Yeah.
Top 10 is always elite.
I just said they're top 10 or top 7.
I think top 5.
Mid-tie.
I thought top 5 was elite. I thought top 5 was elite.
What are we doing here?
I think top 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought top 5 is elite.
You said top 7 as well, so you're calling them borderline elite. What's the difference?
Listen.
Borderline.
If you watch national sports media, they are crowning the Patriots defense as elite. These are not my words. Watch fucking ESPN, Fox Sports, NFL Network. Turn the fucking television on.
All right? I don't have TV.
All right, then fucking look on Twitter. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But anyways, you look at the last teams they played. They played the Browns, 7 points. They played the Panthers, who I have had no quarterback, 6 points. The Chargers, they gave up 24-2. Then the Jets, it's the fucking Jets. The Cowboys, they gave up 35-2. The Texans, they gave up 22-2. They almost lost that game. I just don't understand where all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, the Patriots defense is so elite. So now, once again, they're going to go into a game with a limited offensive team because of injuries and what have you, and they're going to come out they'll probably come out with a minor victory, and they'll say, oh my God, there goes the Patriots team. Don't want to play them in playoff time. Oh, Bill Belichick. Oh, Mac Jones. I'm so sick of the fucking narrative all the time with the Patriots that they're so scary to play in the playoffs. Please let them face the Bills in the playoffs. Please, that'd be amazing.
That's about going into Foxborough.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going Falcons tomorrow by 3 points. Younghoe Koo, game winner.
I have him on fantasy also.
Remember the last time you picked the Falcons, Neil?
I know, but still, fuck the Patriots.
Yeah, the week before he picked us too. So,
I picked the Saints.
He's 1-1.
I picked the Saints the week before that.
You better pick the Neil. If you love me at all, you'll change your pick right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Falcons here.
Oh, nail in the coffin.
I honestly don't even know who to pick in this. I really don't know. Jesus Christ.
You got a 50-50 shot.
Everything, obviously. Everything is telling me everything is telling me that Mac Jones is gonna hit a wall in this game and turn the ball over. I feel like he's going to do it. Even though he's been playing good, I feel like this is the game where he fucks up. So
he already had that game against New Orleans.
Yeah, well, that. Hey, listen. I don't know, man. Man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the Pats. I'm gonna take the Patriots. I'm gonna take the Patriots. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Patriots.
There you go.
All right, we got 3v2. Kenny, what else we got?
Next game, we got the Cardinals flying into Seattle.
Ooh.
Is Kyler playing? Do we know yet?
We think he's playing.
We do not know.
He said he's close.
He says he feels good.
Words, yeah.
I'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Seattle here. I still think the Cardinals are frauds.
Like, what else do they like? These teams that are at this point, what else do they have to do?
I think they're frauds.
They have to blow them up like 100.
I don't like. That's my thing. Like for example, the Cowboys. I get everybody hates the Cowboys and all that other shit. What do they have? 7 wins. Like
7-2.
what else? Like what else do they have to do?
Beat a
Win
good team.
the playoffs, I guess.
Like their schedule is their schedule.
Nope. Beat a good team.
It's not like they're going, yo, we want to play the Falcons right now this week.
So if they beat the Chiefs,
we're gonna
then,
beat the
like you
dog
said.
shit out of them.
I would like to see the Cowboys beat the Chiefs, and then I'll say, okay, they're not frauds.
I just don't under. Like,
They don't play anybody, Lawrence. That's the thing. If you don't play anybody,
they beat the Rams.
Okay, congratulations.
You said beat a
That's
good team.
one game.
So when at what point do you surrender and say that they're not frauds?
If they beat the Chiefs this week,
No. Okay.
The Cardinals, yeah.
If they do that, you're gonna still come back and say that they're frauds.
no, not the Cowboys. I already said.
45 yards, 50 yards, 55.
I'm saying the Cardinals and Cowboys in the same stature. Like you're gonna keep moving the field goal posts every week.
No. If the Cowboys win this game, I will say
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Beat the Rams
Now
again?
the Cardinals, on the other hand,
It doesn't matter because they're in his division.
and the Cardinals, on the other hand, they got to beat us to be not frauds again. They got to sweep us. They got to sweep us. They didn't embarrass us. It was not an embarrassing loss.
That face.
Bro, you can't make this, bro. You can't make this up. Like you really can't.
The goalpost is just the Tucker range right now.
You can't.
Oh, yeah.
But
65, 70.
But what was the game? It was Cardinals. Who you picked? You picked.
I got Seattle.
He picked Seattle. I'm taking the Cardinals.
I am going Arizona as well.
And
I'm
that's,
gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with Seattle.
Nice.
Because here's my reasons. Kyler's coming off an injury. You don't know how he's going to be. Russell
Might need a week or two to adjust,
came off that injury. He had his worst game of his career, I think, and that ain't going to happen again.
Never been shut out.
Yeah, no. And, you got Metcalf and Lockett. You got Chris Carson's back. I think
Keep forgetting Lockett's on the team.
It's going to be a good one.
Is Chris Carson back? Because I just traded for him in fantasy in my dynasty.
I think he is.
And they still have projected at 0.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Seattle. It's gonna be another close one, but I think they can pull it out.
It's
they
a pick'em.
They have him trending.
It's a pick'ems, 2.5 points. So
I'm gonna go with Arizona, but only if Kyler plays. If Kyler's ruled out, then I'm picking.
I'm definitely switching my shit.
I'm changing.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
I'm going Seattle.
Caveat.
I need my boy to play in fantasy. I'm at 5-5. I need him.
Yeah, Lawrence been hurting.
Wait, Lawrence, are you going to bet on this game?
For what game?
Cardinals and Seattle, like last year?
No. Never again.
I'm not sure I'm ever going to the casino ever again.
Tragedy.
I had a 12 leg parlay, Sean. 12 leg parlay, $5, and it was absolute underdogs on the ticket. It comes down to Seattle and Arizona. Russell Wilson throws 3 picks in that overtime game, and I lose.
He was
timeout. No,
he was in despair in the group chat.
No, that's not the worst part.
What?
DK Metcalf scored a touchdown, and David Moore got called for a block in the back in overtime. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah,
the game was over.
The game was over. That's a fact.
I literally was jumping up and down on my bed saying we're about to cash out tomorrow morning, and then there comes the play.
For 4K.
I also have to hate the Cardinals.
I never felt sorrow like that for another man before in my life.
Absolutely. We were all sorry for
in real time, we're watching it. It's like, all right, he throws 1 pick. All right, we're cool.
Me and Lawrence were on FaceTime together. I'm on the bed jumping up and down like it's over.
Bro,
all right.
This is my funny story with the Bills Cardinals last year. I'm on my phone with my buddy. He's a Cowboys fan. Josh Allen's got a minute left. Methodically go down the field. His dig's on a beautiful pass. He dives in the end zone, catches it. There's like 30 seconds left. I'm going, let's fucking go, motherfucker. Let's go. I was like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. And then he goes silent. And he's ahead of me by like a couple plays. So he's silent. I'm like going crazy. I'm like, why is he not fucking talking? What's going on? And all of a sudden I see the play. And I'm just like, I sat on my floor for like 35 minutes.
Hail Murray.
Yeah, I was like,
that must have been a heartbreaking performance.
It was bad.
Oh,
sad.
My goodness.
All right, next game. This one's going to be a good one. We got Dallas coming off a huge win, and Kansas City coming off a huge win, and a lot of people might say Kansas City's back.
Where's the game?
The game is in Kansas City. I've been off Kansas City saying I don't think that they're going to win the Super Bowl this year just because of how they played, but they're damn sure going to win this week. Kansas City by 1 million, baby.
KC by 1 million is a Super Bowl.
KC's favored by 2.5 here. I don't know how, but
at home, so that's 3 points.
Punch it, baby, slam it.
I'm going KC by double digits. Patrick Mahomes is going to abuse Trey Diggs.
Oh yeah, listen. If you have Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill in fantasy this week, or
Hardman,
I just picked up Mecole Hardman this week.
Yeah,
this is the week. All of them are about to go nut on the secondary because Patrick Mahomes is about to do crazy things with his eyes and make them believe so many things and beat them over the top. It's not even going to be funny.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Kansas City. I think this is going to be a shootout. I think the Chiefs score a late touchdown and Dallas has a chance to win it, but then they don't convert. So I'm going to go KC in a close one, but a really good game / shootout.
Well, I'm out on the Chiefs, dudes. Like, I don't think they got it this year.
I'm out too.
I think Dallas is going to win this game by 14 plus.
Oh, Sean, fuck you, man.
That's a hot take.
I'm not just saying that. Listen, that Dallas offense, they had that bad game, but they're just as good as any other offense out there. The Chiefs offense, you cover 2, deep safety on Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce's going to sit in the middle. You got Micah Parsons on him. He's going to be right there with him every time. I just don't see this Chiefs offense really. I mean, Dallas is weak in the pass rush besides Micah Parsons, but Dallas, like you just said, Dallas Neil said, Dallas got a lot to prove in a lot of people's eyes, and they know that. And I think they're going to go into Arrowhead. It depends if Dan Quinn. What do you think, Kenny? Dan Quinn's going to write up a good game plan for him?
No, he sucks.
No, I got Cowboys by 2 scores.
Ooh.
Yikes.
14.
Lawrence.
I'm going to have to agree with Sean. I got Cowboys here.
Ooh.
Kenny, fuck it. Go to the next one.
Next slide.
He said, no need to discuss.
Next.
We got Pittsburgh at the Los Angeles Chargers. Big Ben is playing. Big Ben is still in Zoom meetings right now.
Yeah, Big Ben might not be playing. They also lost somebody else to COVID. Who else did they lose to COVID?
Isn't TJ Watt injured?
Yeah, but it's not. They haven't released anything. Like I think he's.
They just say he's in pain. I've picked the Chargers the past 4 weeks. They're kind of fucking me, but after the performance I just saw the Steelers do, I'm gonna go Chargers here.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna follow up. I got Eckler, got Keenan Allen, Jared Cook across my teams.
I don't have Mike Williams anymore. So.
Let's go.
The Chargers can't continue to lose games at home, right? They can't.
Oh, is that LA?
Well, they're all on the road. It's pretty much
LA.
It's
a road game, yeah.
Pittsburgh fans travel well to begin with.
Absolutely.
And 2, the Chargers don't have a home field advantage. So this is still a game for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers as well. They definitely need a bounce back performance or something to they need a statement game, and I think there's nothing better than the Chargers Pittsburgh's defense to make that statement game. So I'm gonna go with Chargers by 4 points.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers as well. I've been high on them. Pittsburgh, I think even if they get Big Ben back at this point, I mean, you're missing Juju. Clay Poole is banged up. Your offensive line is not that great. TJ Watt is hurt.
Najee Harris can't do everything.
Right. And I've just been super high on the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert's going to have a day. I think it'll be a close one, but I think the Chargers got to win. So
Vegas thinks 5.5 for Chargers. Right. So
5.5. I think it might be closer than that, though, if Big Ben plays.
Yeah.
It could be a field goal game.
Yeah, I think the thing with the Steelers is they're decent or not almost as good with Big Ben, but without Big Ben, they're absolutely terrible. So I mean, at least they have somewhat of a fighting shot with Big Ben if he's able to play. So
because it makes less.
But they look lost without him.
Sean, what do you think, Sean?
I got the Chargers sweeping it, baby, bolt up. No, but I love Justin Herbert. I can't lie. I think he's an excellent quarterback. He's got all the intangibles that you want when you're drafting a quarterback. And you got those, Eckler, you got Williams, you got Jared Cook, you got all these people on offense. It's they got to turn the corner now if they want to have a chance at the playoffs, man, because you can't just keep dropping games in November, man. I got the Chargers.
How do you feel about Mike Williams, Sean?
I like Mike Williams. I actually was trying to trade for him in fantasy, but nobody. I I'm trying to get rid of Barkley, man, because I got no running backs and he's always hurt. So I'm like,
too late.
Listen,
It's too late.
Give me someone, bro. Like,
Yeah, do you think he bounces back after like this disappointing fantasy performances for like 5 straight weeks?
oh yeah, dude, yeah. And the thing about receivers, and
Kenny's dead.
I was watching Stephon Diggs' last press conference about another Jags game where he didn't get targeted a lot. He's like, if you ask any receiver, we want the ball every time, and it don't matter, but we understand. So he's gonna be hungry, man, and he's one of Justin Herbert's go-to guys. So, and if TJ Watt's not playing, especially, you still got to worry about Cam Hayward, and who's that young boy on the edge that they got rid of?
Ingram?
No, they got rid of Ingram for him. Hightower, right?
Alex Highsmith.
Yeah,
Highsmith.
Highsmith. I like Highsmith too. So you still got some dogs on the D line, but I think the Chargers offense is better.
Chargers offensive line is pretty good, man.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I just want to go back to what Sean said about trading Barkley. I think I pulled off the deal of the century in one of my dynasty leagues. I had Saquon, but I was tired of him, like Sean said. And I mean, he's 27. He's a running back who's had multiple devastating injuries. Time to get off him, right? So I traded Barkley. I got back Chris Carson, but I also stole this dude's first, second, third, and fourth round rookie pick for next year.
It's a Rams trade?
So I was like, okay, because I don't think I'm going to use Barkley much past next season anyways. But I thought I pulled off the heist.
That's awesome. Yeah, you definitely won that one.
Yeah. What else we got, Kenny?
I mean, we could do a fifth one. We usually do 4. We'll do one more.
Okay.
Fifth for the guest.
Yeah, fifth for the guest, and that game will be.
Pick Green Bay, Minnesota.
Anyone else? Also, side note, anyone else upset that we got the Chargers and Steelers on primetime Sunday night, but not Cowboys and Chiefs?
No,
that's very shocking.
But because when they pick them earlier in the year, because the Chiefs already had some, Cowboys already had some, you're not thinking that Ben's going to be out because of COVID.
Yeah, but doesn't that count flex games though?
Yeah,
I don't like Mason Rudolph. I don't think he's trash.
When they flex games though, Fox and CBS get to lock in certain games. You can't steal them.
Plus, it's that SoFi Stadium effect. Everybody wants to see that fucking stadium, bro.
Yeah. So for the last game, we'll do Green Bay and Minnesota.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, do we want to do that one though? I feel like that's kind of.
Is there a better game?
We already know what's going to happen.
I think Green Bay Minnesota is a good game.
I mean, looking at the thing. Oh no, there's one more that might be. Let's do Cincy and Vegas.
Fuck that. I'd rather do New Orleans, Philadelphia.
Bengals.
Let's do New Orleans and Philadelphia. Let Lawrence get his little rant going on.
I don't know.
We're gonna rant.
Fuck Philly.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go into New Orleans, Philadelphia, man. It's your boy Neil here. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think Philadelphia wins this game. I'm gonna give Philadelphia a 7-point win here. I think the Saints are trash. I picked the Saints to win earlier this year, and they fucked me, so I'm never picking them again. Fuck the Saints. Let's go Philly. Jalen Hurts, let's go.
I just love it. You want to talk about nut dragging from when you spew from earlier in the episode? That's all I'm saying.
You get let down. You can't just let me down. You guys let me down.
Oh, Super Gaming in the building. Okay.
What's good? What's good?
What's up?
Yo, you're funny as hell, bro.
You fucking let me down.
You're a comedian. You're a character.
I never root for the Saints.
We gotta get Lucas on here 1 week.
Oh yeah, he got the Cowboys.
Oh fuck!
We gotta bring them all on. That's
what I'm saying. We gotta get Lucas on here.
I can't do it. I'm off that week. I'm calling it sick. I can't be on here.
He's using the PPTO for that week.
But it'll be 4-1. So
all right. So Kenny? Who you got, man?
I'm going Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know what? Just to do it.
Let's go.
Let's go, Neil. Eagles, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the way to victory.
John, I want to point out something. If it's any other team, bro. If it's any other team. That's all I'm saying. You see what's going on right now.
I know.
Phil, what you got? They don't let me live at all, bro.
Kenny and Neil, what was the song you were just singing?
Fly,
Eagles,
fly on the road to victory. Take it, Philly,
This is
crazy. low, hit them high, and
nothing against you, Lawrence. Nothing against you.
Sean, what
I'm
you
just
got?
saying, I just don't trust the Saints offense.
It's cool, bro. It's cool, bro.
I don't trust the Saints offense.
Listen, and Phil has picked against the Saints the last 2 weeks, and he's been correct. So let's keep the streak alive, baby.
All right. What about you, bro?
I'm rocking with the Saints, and here's the thing: the Eagles' season's done. The season's over with. The Saints are fighting for a spot, and I mean, looking at the Bills too, it's crunch time now for the season. The Saints got to start stacking wins again. You know, they got a big one over the Bucs. Then they got to play the Eagles, and they play the Bills. It's another tough game. You gotta come away with the win here, and the Saints are a better team. You know, I want my man Cam Jordan. I love Cam Jordan. I want him to get to Hurts a lot. And is Lattimore good to go?
Oh no, he's been good.
Okay.
He's been playing with the messed up thumb, but
yeah, Smith ain't doing nothing on him. It's gonna be, maybe a 10-point game. Saints win all day.
I'm obviously gonna pick the Saints. They got injuries right now. I'm a little concerned as far as it goes with having punching bag out. That's a big loss.
Punching bag is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. So he's able to play safety. He's able to play corner. He's able to play on the running back, tight end. And not having him is gonna be really tricky. You got to have P.J. Williams now guarding Quez Watkins, or whoever the fuck they got as a slot receiver else besides the Heisman winner and shit. But at the end of the day, bro, if AK's playing, he's trending right now to be playing from the last couple days. So shut the fuck up, bro.
If AK's playing, I got Saints by 17.
So like at the end of the day, like I said earlier in the pod, they're gonna have to pass the ball because all this running shit they're talking about, that shit's not gonna fly for the Saints. Demario Davis he's a crash dummy and he's gonna take you the fuck out if you keep trying to run the ball. So if they're able to pass,
I think it's gonna be a close game.
Saints are gonna be in trouble if they're able to pass the ball. But I think Jalen Hurts is gonna have turnovers because all he does is run to the fucking sideline and Derek Jeter throw. So
there's the only reason why I'm picking the Eagles here is because I really, really need them to win this division, and I think it's still possible. I still think it's possible.
They have an easy schedule.
Give it up. What do you mean?
Their schedule's very easy.
The schedule is easy though,
4-6, but they're 4-6.
I know.
And they're the Cowboys are 7-2.
If the Cowboys are who everybody says they are, they got a chance.
Okay, but the Cowboys also have 1 game left against the Giants, 1 game left against the Eagles, and 2 games left against Washington. Their other games are against Arizona, Kansas City, Saints, and Raiders. So even if they go 2-2 in those games and then 5-0 in the other games, the Eagles automatically.
It's gonna be a long time. Yeah, right.
That's a blessing schedule. Holy shit!
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So for you to say that they have a shot at winning the division, okay.
Not looking very.
Even saying making the playoffs is pushing it for them, but definitely not the division.
They're not. If they don't win the division, they're not making.
And another thing too is I need the Saints to cash in and win this game because I'm not trying to hear my boy's mouth. Like I gotta hear them. They're gonna start off from the kickoff every time we play each other. The whole time they don't say nothing in the group chat about sports ever. And as soon as the Saints Eagles play over the past couple of years, all hell breaks loose.
Last year was a disaster.
But tell Rick we know he's a Giants fan, so he can't talk to you.
Facts.
Wait, also, side note, Sean, how do you think our division is going to play out this year? Just a side note.
How it is right now, it's going to be
Buffalo, baby.
It's going to be Buffalo, Patriots, and then the Jets and the Dolphins will be at the bottom for the next couple of years.
Fucking joke of a fucking division that is. Holy fucking shit.
It's trending. I will say, I think in a couple of years, the Jets had a good draft last year. You know, they pick up a couple free agents. They draft good this year. Then, you know, I like Robert Saleh. So, I mean, and the Dolphins, nobody thought they'd be 3-7 this year. Just
I had them contending for a playoff spot.
Look at this.
Here he
goes. He's back. Lawrence, he's back.
What the fuck is this shit?
I think Buffalo will win the division again. And, I'm not saying the Patriots don't got a shot. But I'll say what Pats fans have told me for 20 years. You want the crown, you got to come take it. And we beat you twice last year, so it's yours to take. You know, we got to come to play. You know, the first time we played you was Monday Night Football in Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. It's going to be, Bills Mafia is going to be drinking since last week before the game. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be electric. But Patriots got a good team, man. I'm not going to lie. They're definitely getting playoffs.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a 2-man race for that division. Yeah. I believe. I think the Bills will win the division, but it's going to be a very tight, close division win. Yeah, I think the Patriots are probably going to go maybe like 5-2, 4-3 the rest of the year. I think they'll split the series with the Bills. Obviously, I think they could be able to steal a win at Buffalo because they've been a really good road team this year, undefeated on the road.
Yeah, that's true.
So it can go either way, but I definitely think it's going to be a very close division race.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to lose tomorrow night, baby.
I was telling Lawrence, we got the Colts, then we got the Saints, then we got the Pats, and we got the Bucks. These 4 games right here. That's where it is. That's
same for us too.
Yeah, because we get that one against you, and you guys drop another one, and we go 4-0 in that stretch if we can get that out of there 4-0, then we're looking good for the division. But I mean, that's Colts are super physical. I don't know. I think they're the most physical team in the NFL, to be honest with you.
No.
And I think they started off rough, but I watched the defense play. And
Who's most physical?
Huh?
San Francisco 49ers.
No, the Colts.
Are you basing it off of
the way that they've played the whole year?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I mean, you got to go for the Saints and NOLA.
Or the Titans. I would say the Titans or the 49ers.
Yeah, the Saints are going to be a tough game.
I know one thing. January 2nd, week 17, my boys is coming for blood because we're going to be playing for a playoff spot.
That's right.
I'm going to be right there.
And we might be playing for the division, so it's going to be a nice one.
Well, listen,
right.
Lucas, that's the truth right there. Playoffs this year is going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think the next couple of games for the Patriots, the Falcons, I think they play the Titans the week after, then the Bills, and then Colts. So definitely a very important stretch for the Patriots as well.
I think for all of our teams, we got playoff implications are huge. I mean,
stretches right now.
The Rams are 7-3 and they're in a wild card spot. That's nuts. You know what I mean? Like that's not
the Patriots are 6th, I believe.
That's the truth.
It's
the
just crazy.
5-4.
Every year in this
division. Falcons are 4-5.
I just can't
out by half a game. Like
everyone's in the hunt in this podcast
right now, man. I can't see the Saints dropping 3 in a row.
Listen, this is the stretch for the Falcons.
That's Lawrence. I said the same thing.
We got the Pats, Jags, Bucks, Panthers, Niners, and then the Lions. Like there you go. Here's your season right here.
Yeah.
Time to nut up.
Yeah, that's it.
Lawrence, I said the same thing going into the bye week. We lost. I said the same thing about my team going into the bye week.
This is the perfect time to have a bye week, though. You just got all these new guys. You're coming off of 2 big losses.
No, I'm saying what Lawrence said. Like I don't see the Saints. Like I don't see the Saints dropping 3 in a row. I don't see the Rams dropping 2 in a row either, especially not going into a bye week.
I said 3.
All right, shut up, bitch. All right, what do we got? What else we got? This bitch ass boy. What else we got?
I mean, that's all our picks.
That's it?
I mean,
all right, I just want to say thank you to everybody coming out. This has been IBTE Sports Podcast. Your host, Neil, has been out here with y'all. I appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Basketball Barbie.
I appreciate our special guest, Sean Kula, for coming out. Shout out Bills Country. Go give his channel a shout out, a like, a subscribe, a share.
Thank you so much. I'm down anytime. That's what I'm saying.
He's going to break his table live before we head out.
We will definitely be bringing you back.
Break that table live before we head out.
This is my kitchen table, though. That's all I got.
Well,
Sean, have you been involved in the table breaking process? How many tables have you broken?
No, actually, I wanted to do it. I went to the Texans game, but we're on the way to the stadium. We were going to go buy a table, but I fell asleep in the car. And my buddy was driving, and we forgot. So I was just like, oh well. But
Sean, we'll bring you back for the Super Bowl when it's Bills Rams.
I'll be breaking the table for that one. That's for sure.
I'm going to put your ass through the table for that one.
On live.
If that happens, we're all in person for that one.
Absolutely.
Y'all can be in person.
We got it. I was gonna say we can do something for the game next week too.
I'll be.
Yeah, of course. It's a short week too. So we got the Colts Sunday and then Colts Sunday and then we got y'all Thursday. So
we can do like we did earlier in the year. We went live. Remember we streamed live during the game. We just watched the game. Me, Neil, and Lawrence on the stream. So.
Oh, nice.
Wait, that was like Washington and Giants. Yeah.
So we can do something like that.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm down for whatever, guys. I seriously appreciate everything. I had a blast.
You check out his links.
Yeah, his link is in the chat. I just put it in there. Said Cowboys, Rams, OBJ curse.
We'll make sure to share it on all our
He said
socials as
full
well.
effect.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate you.
Stop
all right,
it.
man. We up out of here. Make sure y'all like, comment, share this video to everybody.
Whoa, hold on a
Rams
second.
ain't shit.
Whoa, we didn't get our last words.
What last
What is
words?
this nonsense?
You don't give
Damn, Lawrence.
because your bitch ass
Wow.
upset
Wow.
about
Every
something.
week he gives me my
First
last
off,
word.
first
And then
off,
this week I don't get my last word.
first off, y'all gonna calm down.
He's
No, we're not
upset.
gonna calm down.
No,
He's
no, no,
upset.
No. Kenny,
We're
stop
not
putting
gonna
the battery.
calm down.
Stop putting the battery in his back because he's wilding out.
Nah, because you're wilding out. You're not giving me my
Listen.
last word.
I know for a fact Sean wants to say some last words.
Well, Sean
hold on.
had his. He let
Hold on.
everyone else. He
Hold
let
on,
Sean
hold
have
on,
one. No one else.
Listen,
This
give
is
me-
nonsense. We're supposed to be friends.
Absurd. This is
We
Yo,
picked
listen,
that. We
you
picked
know
that
what's
Eagles
crazy?
Saints game.
Yo, listen. You know what's crazy, Sean? I want you just pay attention to their behavior right now, because when I first started doing those two things at the beginning and the end of the shows,
Don't listen to him.
absolutely hated them.
No, that is not true.
They absolutely hated them.
Well, Neil, you did. You
For
did,
the
yeah.
past eight,
I hate
weeks,
everything.
I've been consistent.
Listen,
I'm
'cause it-
petitioning for Sean Tucker to win Heisman.
That's
You're
true.
not
all
gonna
right,
give me
all
my
right,
last
that's
true,
word.
that's true.
This is
That's
ridiculous.
true. My fault.
I like
my
that.
fault. My fault, bro. All right, so Kenny, go ahead. Give me last words, man. Give me last words. My fault. I apologize.
Okay.
I
so
forgot,
now
I
that
forgot you
get
had a
my
Heisman
last
watch.
words. Jesus. So first of all, Sean Tucker for Heisman. He's second in the nation in rushing because he had a bye week, but he's still a phenomenal rusher. He needs to win the Heisman Award because Syracuse football is irrelevant if it's not for him. But we don't talk about college basketball enough on this channel or at all during the regular season. College basketball is back, fellas. It does not stink. It's the greatest sport in the history of all sports. And I just want to let everybody know that if you are a betting person, this year is not the year to bet the blue bloods like the Dukes, the Kentuckys. It's going to be the year of the mid-majors because of COVID last year, all your seniors get to come back. So you now have guys that have been on the team for 5 years, plus your regular seniors and juniors. So those teams are going to have so much experience that, especially come March, there's going to be a lot of upsets, and these mid-major teams are going to make a lot of noise.
That's great information.
That's what
I
I'm
hear
here
that.
for.
Thanks. I'm betting. I'll make sure to be betting.
All right,
fucking
Neil,
Blue
what
Devils.
you got, man? What's your last words?
I don't really got much to say. I don't really have much to say anymore because I said a lot of shit I always say, but I'm saying a lot of stuff that I normally don't say. But tonight I'll be saying stuff. But anyways, I did just go see a movie, Dune, in theaters. It was really fucking good. If anybody has a chance,
Was it?
it was really fucking good.
I heard Zendaya was only in there for like 7 minutes.
Bro, Zendaya is so fucking. Oh my god, she is so fine. All right, but anyways,
She's-
go see that movie,
Yeah.
and also go. I seen 2 movies actually recently. Just getting back into the movies. Marvel Eternals was pretty good, and Dune was really good. Go see
Nice.
that shit. That's
I'm
all I
gonna
gotta
watch it
say. I'm a
tomorrow.
piece of shit no matter what, so I'm out.
Oh, Lonzo Ball for most improved player of the year, too. Forgot about that one.
All right, Phil, what you got, man? What's your last words?
Okay, just another week, another episode. IBTE Sports. Consistency is key as always. Just want to say good luck to Sean and the rest of the division. It's going to be a fun race for that
Absolutely.
AFC East. So that's all I got to say.
Shut the fuck up.
All
Fuck
right.
up.
Sean,
Damn fashionable Barney.
Sean, you got something you want to say, Sean?
You got something to say?
Well, as you guys know, being born in the drought, it was a terrible time.
Oh boy.
And then we get our coaching staff, we get the right quarterback, we get the right receiver, we get the defense.
Oh boy.
We string some winning seasons together. We finally get a division, which I've never seen in my lifetime. We win
Congrats.
playoff games, which I've never seen in my lifetime. It's a good time to be a Bills fan, everybody. I know Patriots have been walking all over us for 20 years, and we're tired of it, but it's been good to be a Bills fan. I appreciate you guys putting me on here. I love your videos. I love watching you guys. You guys keep doing your thing, and I'll come on anytime you want me. And, bless you guys. And, if I don't talk to you before Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving.
We definitely will. My last words is I'm just happy that everybody got their last words, because I think it's really important.
I'm happy
No,
with
you
that.
didn't, because you were about to close out the show without it.
I think
You don't love us.
I think it's really important to check in on everybody, make sure that
Absolutely.
let them know that you care. That's why
As
I
the
do
great-
that.
As the great prophet Sean Lynn said, Take care of your chicken and your mental.
Absolutely.
We're out
That's
of
a
here.
fact.
IBTE Sports Podcast, man. Make sure y'all go check out Inspired by True Events Network on all platforms. We up
Donda
here.
Part 2, React With Me, coming out soon.
Oh man. Oh man.
go.
I gotta sit between these two again and just hear them just absolutely step on Kanye when CLB was not better than Donda.
The life of
That's
Pablo
happening,
is perfected.
bro.